Hi guys, I've been meaning to do a series of videos to do with Division, and I've not quite figured out what the series could be on. So I've come up with the idea that I'm going to do it about the hardcore character. It'll be a series of videos. Hope you'll enjoy following me on my journey as I start hardcore character, showing you all the tips and tricks that I've learnt along the way, all the easy routes, easy ways for survival, and all that good stuff. And then at the very end, the end goal will be me taking that hardcore character through a Dark Hours raid. Okay. So what is hardcore character? Well, basically it's exactly the same. It's the exact same game. It's the same gear. It's the same enemies. It's the same damage. It's the same weapons. It's the same everything. The only thing is you cannot die. Well, obviously you can die, but it's game over when you die. There's no dying and then someone comes and revives you 2 minutes later. The second you're dead, you're hard down, you're dead, it's game over. Everything that's on that character dies with that character, because there is no stash. Just like with all our other characters, all these characters that you see on screen. Oops. All these characters that you see on screen, they all can share a stash. Your hardcore character can't do it. Okay, so it's also pretty good. Stops you from saving junk, I think, because then you're more selective with the gear that you save. But it is 100% possible to do. Okay, so how, why, when, what? Okay, that's what these videos are going to be all about. So firstly, let's create a hardcore character. So for those that don't know, if you press your R2 button until you get to your slot where you've got a room for a spare character. So obviously you need a spare character, so you might need to delete one or something like that, you know what I mean? And there you go, the option changes. See where it says continue and news, and now it says new agent or hardcore agent. So you go down, you select hardcore agent, press X, and hold down X to start. So now we're creating the hardcore character. Okay. This video will swap and change. It'll be, some of it will be on PlayStation, some of it will be on Xbox, some of it will be on PC, because it's all the same. It doesn't matter what platform you're on. It's exactly the same. Okay. Okay, I don't do much more than that, to be honest, because you've got other characters, all the clothes and all that good stuff, and your tattoos and all the cosmetic things are available once you get into game. So what you want to do is just get this character to the White House, and then we'll take it from there.
Mission highlighted. Proceed to the marker.
Over here! Agent! Meet me at the gate. Agent! Follow me!
I need Magnum!
Jump over it!
I got you!
Hostile threat detected. Take cover.
Got in position!
Coming from behind that barrier!
Incoming hostiles. Keep firing and take them out. Watch your flank.
Fuckers.
Keep moving. Don't stay in one spot for too long.
That's the bad way!
Agent, we have to get down there to help him.
Want to see what a farmer can do?
Be okay.
Okay, so whilst the cutscene and the little cinematic
Someone check the
part is
perimeter!
playing, I thought I'd explain why do a hardcore character. Okay, the main reason for me is because it adds a different edge to the game. I've been playing this game since day one, so to run a hardcore character, you're a little bit more careful with the things that you do. You're a little bit more strategic, if you like, in the way you play. There's also, you know, what I mean, a few cosmetic items that you get. There's arm patches and commendations and all that good stuff that add in the game that you only get from a hardcore character. So for me initially it is it gives that different string, if you like, to the gameplay, and then there's your accommodations and your cosmetic things after that. It is a lot of fun. Like I said, don't let it put you off. It can be quite daunting to begin with, the idea that you can die and lose everything. But like I said, just be careful, and hopefully with the tips and tricks that I'm gonna show you along the way will help you to survive as long as possible.
This is a distress code. The coordinates for Washington, D.C. How is this possible?
Get down! Everybody get down! Someone has to stay. We can't just leave these people here. Whatever happened, it needs to be fixed or it's all over. You go! I'll do what I can here. Go!
We took things for granted. We expected coffee in the morning. We expected free Wi-Fi. When those were taken from us, we survived. When communications broke down, the trains stopped and the internet went dark, we survived.
But when the pharmacies were looted and hospitals shut down, asthma became lethal. And with no police to protect you, did you own a gun?
Did your neighbor?
Some survived.
We are a resilient species. When our society collapsed, we found ways to go on. And now, for the first time in centuries, what we want is also truly what we need. In the face of disaster, we helped each other.
We built new communities in the ruins of the old. We adapted. We survived. Established a new normal. But there are also those who build nothing. Create nothing.
Hyenas preying on the weak. They've made our world bleed. But we don't stand alone. A brave few have sworn to protect us and save what remains. They unite us.
Remind us that we are one people. They are our shield and our light. But if that light goes out,
Who can save us then?
It's been 7 months since the outbreak. We still live in fear of the virus, the green poison. The real danger is out there, waiting.
Incoming alert on the SHD emergency channel. Flash priority.
The base of operations is under attack. Hostile forces have breached our southern perimeter. We are in need of immediate assistance. Repeat, need immediate assistance from any nearby agents.
Wow. It's been a while since I've seen that introduction to the Division. Looks just as amazing now as it did when I first ever watched it. Really, really good. Okay, so we've got through the first part. We've created the character. Now to get on with surviving. So as we all know, probably when you first ever made a character, unless you might have boosted to New York, but if you know, you know. If you don't, this will also be a little bit of an eye opener for you. So you just need to get to the White House, and then that's when the real game begins.
You don't have to keep beating him. I'm pretty sure he's dead. I want to make sure whoever finds his body.
All government personnel, the White House is under attack. This is not a drill. Repeat, this.
I've got eyes on a division agent heading north toward the White House. Looks like they've cut down a group of hyenas and are headed this way.
Agent, if you can hear us on this frequency, keep pushing forward and blindside these bastards.
Okay, so there we have it. So your first port of call, as always. Let's go see.
Hey, thanks for the help out there. You should check it.
Manny.
This is you. Welcome to DC. I'm Manny. I run comms. I'm guessing the division alert brought you here? Damn glad to see you. Let me show you exactly how screwed we are. Ever since the JTF imploded, the city's become a playground for murderous fuckheads. There are several main factions, and a whole lot of bottom feeders sucking up whatever the big dogs miss. A few civilian settlements are still holding out against all this villainy. They need more help than we've been able to provide, especially since the Division network went dark. That's Kelso. She's one of the last surviving agents in DC. She's operating out of the theater settlement on a priority mission. You should go check in with her. If anyone knows how to get these systems back online, it's her. Oh, and introduce yourself to the locals while you're at it. It'll comfort them to know there's a new sheriff in town.
By the way, Agent, head downstairs and check in with the quartermaster. He can get you set up with some division tech. You're gonna need the edge.
Okay. So now the adventure starts. Okay, so just like you heard Manny say that the quartermaster's got some division tech for you. So the first thing you want to buy is, I know all the skills look so nice, and you know what I mean, we like the drones and we like all that other good stuff. But what you need is the Reviver Hive. It'll save your life in many situations. I mean, as much as I'm going to try and teach you how to stay alive the best you can, but sometimes things go wrong. Sometimes a grenade comes out of nowhere. Sometimes
take care.
Fire is a real killer for your character. So the Revive Hive helps a lot, but it's not immune. Okay, I have lost many hardcore characters from my hive going down, and a heavy, you know, the big heavies with the hammers, the big armor bloody things, outcasts I think they are, they'll smash your Revive Hive. Okay, so that is game over. So it's not a guarantee, but it's definitely the first skill you should have, and it's a skill you should always have on. Your second skill is entirely up to you. I sometimes use a shield or a drone or whatever is needed. But yes, that's the first thing. That's the first main thing. Another tip that you can do, which is helpful for other characters. Now, I did say in the very beginning that you don't share your stash. Technically, that's not true. One thing that you do share is whatever you extract from the DZ. So let me show you really quickly. See, look. So there's no stash, but there's a deliveries box. Now that is everything that I've extracted from the DZ on my normal character. Okay. Now it's no good to me now because I'm not level 40. I can't use any of it. Some of it is not. It wouldn't even be good to me when it's a level 40. But let me just give you an example as to why. So let's just take 1, 2, 3, 4 items. So I can say, well, I'll take all of them apart from the rail splitter, and I'll try and make a build out of the rail splitter because I do like the rail splitter gun. Okay. And you go straight up to the vendor.
Hello, Agent. Pleasure to see you.
And you sell everything that you've trashed.
My inventory.
Now
thanks.
you've already got 2,395 credits.
Thanks
now,
for your business.
To put that in perspective, look at the price of things. Really cheap. Okay, because you're level 1. So already, before you even leave the White House, you've got some kind of gear, some kind of weaponry, some kind of firepower. So already you've got a step ahead from what you would have had from having nothing but grey. So I would definitely pick up the SMG,
I could have sold you.
backpack, chest. Okay, and it's not the greatest, but to start you off, it's a lot better than 114 damage, as you can imagine. Your chest, see, look, already your armor is going up, and you haven't even left the White House yet. Okay. So that's it, really. This is part one. Just to introduce you to hardcore character, introduce you to how it all begins and what it's all about. I will do a video every week on reset day of the next steps that I feel will help you. So you might see that, like, I'm level 2 now, and the next video I might be level 15, 16. But that's because it's just the mundane of getting to that point. So that's one thing I will say. Level 16 is your goal. Okay. Now, before I leave this video, let me also give you another tip that will really help you. Let me skip the video a second. Okay. So if I zoom out a second. So if you look where you are, this is your area, and if you look, level 2 is white, and level 25 is red for a reason. Okay, don't wander into those areas when you're such early level. Okay, because that is one tap dead, and they'll take out your hive. You know what I mean? And even if your hive gets you back up, as soon as you get back up, it's another one tap and you're dead. Okay, there's no surviving it. So be aware of your boundaries. Okay, be aware of the areas that you adventure into. Just because you might remember that you might have had good loot on your normal character, do not go into those areas until you're ready. Okay. Another tip as well is for XP. Okay, as you're progressing through the levels, don't do side missions. Okay, only do main missions. Your goal is to get to Lincoln Memorial, which is over here. That's your goal. Okay, and I know it says level 19 there, but I'm sure it's level 16. So that's your goal. So you want to go through all the missions, okay, and only do the things that you need to do. Okay, so let's say you're level 2 and you do the first mission, which will be the hotel, I think. To get Odessa's daughter out. I think that's the first mission. So let's say, but you're still level 2. You haven't progressed, okay, and you need to be level 3. Then do a control point. Run around and kill some fractions. Run around and get some collectibles and things like that give you XP. Try not to do the side missions, because what happens is that as you progress through the game, which you might know, but you might not have noticed before, but it definitely helps you with this gameplay, and that is that main missions don't scale with as far as XP is concerned. Okay, when you're this low level, if you do all the main missions now, and as per the level, that's the XP you get. Whereas side missions, if you're level 1, you'll get 100 points for argument's sake. If you're level 20, you'll get 10,000 points. The missions don't do that. If you're level 1, it's 1,000. If you're level 10, it's 1,000. If you're level 30, it's 1,000. They don't scale, whereas side missions do, and that can really help you the further on you get. Like I said, for people that haven't boosted, boosted their character to New York, you'll already understand this, and you'll know how this works. But for the new people that are wanting to start a hardcore character, that might be new to you for you to understand that. So what'll happen is you'll get to a point later on in the game where you need to be level 26 before you can progress, or you need to be level 30 before you can progress, and you might just be a level and a half away. Well, 2 or 3 side missions and you're done. Whereas if you did those 2 or 3 side missions early on, they wouldn't even give you 1 level. Okay, so enjoy it, get to level 16, and I shall see you in a week's time.